To throw on first down is May. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Here's 2nd and 2. Now, this looks like a design run.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Allen. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They go back to Allen. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They give to Hall. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's May. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Jets first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A tight end in motion now. That one, take it in. Touchdown, New York.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Pass, right side, taken by Baker. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Set. 60 by 6. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and 6.
Set up. Check go.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Set.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
Ready. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Bills.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go. Go.
Give left side. Here comes Hall. Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
60 Eagles.
They will run it over center with Hall. Powering forward. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Jets have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does...
And he's into the end zone yet again. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. That's his third touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down. Back to the air one more time. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Bills' first down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
So the longer that play progressed, the more difficult it is to cover that crossing route. So what's the key? It starts with pass protection. Give the quarterback time to stay with his receiver and not be forced to check that ball down.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
You couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. One back the distance. Touchdown, New York. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick six. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man downfield, it's Baker. And he will go all the way. Javon Baker, touchdown Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills will get just a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Finding space at the 40. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Well, this is the epitome, Mike, of short throw, long run. Everyone talks about the importance of these explosive plays. And, of course, a lot of them come through the passing game. But you don't always have to throw the ball deep downfield for a big gain. We're seeing more and more of these wide receivers in the NFL that with the ball in their hands, they turn into running backs.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, New York. On the set.
Slot man in motion right. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. May to throw again. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll try and throw. Here's May. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll go. Here's May. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs, they clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Off the play fake, it's May. This one intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Arkansas. And the Bills are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
this one, downfield for Kincaid. And that final throw here is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.